but no matter how you flow, go for the throat. Spotlight hits, think you handle the glow. Who's just beginning, who's already pro? Ain't just in it, I'm a star of the show. Show me what you got, I can spot some talent. You still got squash and you fought so valiant. If I come for some blood, gonna cop a gallon. I came from the mud, I just got some balance. Now who's gonna bring it the most? And who's gonna coast? Who'll get bread and get toasted? Who's getting smoked like a note? And who's gonna ghost? Who'll try rigging the votes? Second roll, smoking, got the flow, can hold the notion. Not opposing or the notion, I oppose you, rose and host. Should always posted with no focus, go through motions and it's hopeless. If you boasting, then I'm roasting coast to coast. To people voting out for you. Y'all see steam when I step up from the booth. 6 feet deep, get my beats from a tomb. And a 6 clean sweep, not with squeegees or brooms. If your spit means beef, then I'm eat it. I'll step up to the plate if you're ready to ball. A couple vets meet the greats, but so many will fall. When your reps on the line could be ending the call. No, y'all keep the rings, I want heads on my wall. There's plaques full of rappers and singers alike. This ain't about clout, it's what you bring to the mic. You can spit it, flow it, sing it, or just wing it and fight. Who is he? Disney put you singers on ice. Think you the what? Better square up. Show those folks who oppose you the cut. That's that king. I step up in the ring. Wow with the raps. In fact, you can sing, but no matter how you flow, go for the throat. Spotlight hits, think you handle the glow. Who's just beginning? Who's already pro? Ain't just in it, I'm a star of the show. Star of the show. You're the two, the one. The poet whose soul can move the sun. Let the weapon, no use for guns. Just throw it in the queue, you're done. Rated. Most want players get glazed, claim hatred. Folks be amazed, they ain't paid, it ain't made it. Stole the picture out the frame, copy paste, claimed and painted. Who's the best in the basement? That's rated. No fame in the moat with these basement raps. Yet I still rock the boat like my wave was cracked. Go glow, there you go, only made a track. Most don't want the smoke, you'll get laid to ash. Dust them, cut from the percussion, lips split from the kick, face chopped like a mutton. Smoke crops in a buzzing. The truth is just ducking. This deuces be bluffing out my way before it's something like it's nothing. White collar rhymer, every sesh profesh. X knows no less, best invest in checks. Fresh to death, yes, to the nines I'm dressed. Quick flip from the 6, never mind my stress. Shh, the show is starting. Sun's gone down and the ocean's parted. You want one round, then you hope departed. When they bump my sound, gonna go, you think you're the what? Better swear up. Show those folks who oppose you the cut. That's that king. Step up in the ring. Wow with the raps. In fact, you can sing, but no matter how you flow, go for the throat. Spotlight hits, think you handle the glow. Who's just beginning? Who's already pro? Ain't just in it, I'm a star of the show. You think you're the what? Better swear up. Show those folks who oppose you the cut. That's that king. Step up in the ring. Wow with the raps. In fact, you can sing, but no matter how you flow, go for the throat. Spotlight.
Okay, well, that was the intro brought to you by X-Raider. Make sure all my buttons are pressed. All right, what's up? I'm Dice. I'm here to listen to some music from our free queue on the Discord. It is somewhat honest Sundays. Listen to music from our Discord community. Give it a rating 1 through 10, and then give it some, here's what I like, here's what I don't like, here's what could be done better, yada, yada, yada. Keep it moving. All right, well, Bird is off today. I don't know why. I don't know where. But nonetheless, I'm still here. I think I got a lot in the queue, if I'm looking at this somewhat correctly. Yeah. So I'm not going to waste too much time. We'll get it started. If you are in the queue and you would like to skip ahead of the line, you can tip or gift a sub. If you, am I drinking soda? I'm drinking some Lipton Brisk Iced Tea. Stream brought to you by Lipton today. So we're geeked up, as I would say. But if I had a soda, I would absolutely drink that too. No question about it. Let's see. So we got the free queue, going through it, listening 1 through 10. If you're at the end of the line and you're sick of waiting, sick of listening to other people, you can skip ahead. Same shit, different day. Shout out to everybody in the Square Up Song League. Tracks are due tomorrow, midnight Pacific Standard Time. So choose your picture this round. Then we'll have voting open officially and formally for Monday through Friday. So that's everything that I got on this Sunday morning. Good morning to you all. I think we can get the show rocking and rolling. Somebody calling me? Good. No, don't call me Sunday morning. Will not answer. Um. All right, let's go. I don't drink coffee. I am not a coffee drinker. I will drink coffee if I go into the office because it's usually free, and then I'm not paying for it. So, but no, I don't drink coffee. I drink coffee for the flavor, and usually by then it's like a nice light brown concoction of sugar, milk, and coffee. So, not a caffeine fiend. It doesn't even have any effect on me, really. It doesn't make me awake or whatever the hell it does to you people. You zombies. All right, first up, Tagami. Little double O Matt Critter type beat. Vice City. Let's go. Start the show out with a banger, hopefully. I'm ready.
Tagami.
Matt. What's up? All right, I'm gonna stop it there because I think that's all that there is to it. That was Tagami with Vice City. This was probably my favorite Tagami beat I've ever heard. Everything sounded smooth and polished. I wish that Tagami actually did more with his production. Like rather than just be a beat maker, he orchestrated some more things like in the background that evolved over the course of his beats rather than just here's my verse, here's my hook, copy paste and call it a day. Um I don't even know if he watched the show. He just fucking posts a beat every week and then disappears. But I like this a lot. Probably my favorite Tagami beat I've ever heard. Smooth drums, smooth melodies, smooth mix. I give this an 8.5. Yes, you are in the queue. What's up, Mitch? All right. And do we have a lot of producers in the queue? Good lord, no music. All right, here's Lodge with New Black. How's everybody doing this Sunday? What are y'all up to? I went to Six Flags yesterday and I rode some roller coasters. So that's what I do. I get high up in the air and then I plummet to the earth at extreme speeds. And those are the peak thrills of my life. Outside of the review shows, of course. Here's Lodge with New Black. Heartburn. Not really a fan of that last section. I mean, it politely, it just sounds a little bit goofy in comparison to the rest of the beat. Some of the timing and the transitions are a little weird, but I like the ethereal sounds of it. I mean, I like the atmosphere that's generated by it. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure of that last section. I think that last section probably threw me off the most with the piano, electric piano. Also, as a producer, I feel like presentation means a lot. And I don't know why this is a 5 minute and 45-second beat. Like what is the intention when you're showing this to somebody or you're posting it online and you say, hey, check out this beat that I made. It's 6 minutes long. Like I could see if this was like a live band, live sound, and you composed a bunch of live sounds and you orchestrated a something going on there, but just from a pure, hey, here's my beat, 5 minutes and 45 seconds is kind of insane. That said, kind of odd intro to slow roll it into a decent beat. Not sure how I feel about the hook section. Entirely too long for just kind of catching people's ears. I still give this a 7. I think the mix is clean on it. I'm not gonna nitpick the mix. The mix sounds fine. It's just the sound selection of that hook and then just the length of it is odd. It's still cool. That's what I would say. Yeah. All right. What am I missing? What up, Ray? Yeah. I didn't think the intro. I was wondering where it was going with the intro, and it went a whole nother direction. A good direction, I would say. The intro had me about to not like this thing at all. Yeah, heartburn. That's a tough thing to wake up to. Although I will say I've never had heartburn, so I have no fucking idea what you're experiencing. I have no clue what it feels like. I don't know the pain of your chest being on fire after eating a nice, delicious meal. So thoughts and prayers to your chest. New season of what? What are we talking about? Season. I missed something. I feel left out. Is this what Rogue feels like when people are talking on the Discord? I just gotta check his own thing. All right, next up, Fragdell, Familiar Patterns. Oh, Stranger Things. I haven't watched Stranger Things since the second season. So I feel like I missed a lot. I missed the coming out party, I believe. I missed 11, I think that's her name, growing some hair. Or more hair, I should say. Yeah. What did I miss? Anything good? Anything interesting? Third season is your favorite? Okay. No, I've never had heartburn. Even if I had heartburn, probably like today, if I ate something and like I had heartburn, I probably would just not understand that it's heartburn and just say, man, I'm having slight chest pains. I probably need to exercise more. It wouldn't register in my head that I'm having heartburn. I guess maybe it should, but it won't. Oh, hold on, Fragdell. Nax with the tip. $140 BPM, B minor with tag. Is this how we're naming beats now? How do you keep track of that? How do you have a folder full of this? What is your file naming process like? Because usually, I mean, I guess it's different when I'm making music as opposed to making beats. I don't make beats too often, but usually I try to give it some sort of a name that will remind me of what this actually is. Does seeing 140 BPM B minor with tag remind you of what this is? I'm curious. Let us know as we listen to this new thing from Next.
X on the beat.
Name right?
X on the beat. X on the beat. X on the beat.
All right, that was Nax on the beat. Do we call you Nax on the beat? Do we call you Nax? Do we call you Nax Beats? Let us know. I like that a lot. I think it sounds clean. Everything's well balanced. Yeah, man, I think it's solid. I'm not gonna. I think today I'm not gonna like nitpick on bullshit just for the sake of sitting here and listening to stuff. I like it. Either I like it or I don't like it. Here's what I like about it. I like that it sounds good. I like this well balanced with all of the sounds and it's mixed. The only thing that I thought about, and this was more just like a personal curiosity, is like rather than the snares, if you had like a finger snap, like overlaid some snaps, how would it sound like that? But I like how it sounds where it's at. So I give this an 8. I would name it Nighttime at White Collar Rhymes because the freaks come out at night. So I hear. So they say. Ooh, Noir. What up, Noir? Oh my God, it's so much today. All right. Next up, Fragdell. What else y'all got going on? Ray, you doing some yard work today? Oh yeah, I am listening to everything in the queue up until I close it. I'll probably close it soon since I'm by myself. Bird's not here. Let me move this fucking chat over. I don't know why I left it there. I'm stupid. Hold on. Widgets. Yeah, grab this. There we go. Put my beautiful face on the screen. Oh yes. Stretch out. All right. What do y'all like? Y'all like rainy weather, or y'all like the sun? Y'all like snow? What's the vibes out there? I fuck with rain. Rain is it's good when you live in places that average 90 to 100 degrees in the summer. So I'm not mad at some rain. I do have to figure out this whole HOA situation. They sent me a letter a couple days ago. Is this it? No, it's over there. Sent me a letter and said, "Hey, guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, guy. We noticed that you have a air conditioner in your front windows, and you should remove that." Now, mind you, if you are a follower of this show, I've had this nice little air conditioning unit here for a good year and a half or longer, maybe 2 years. I don't remember. So much to my confusion, because I've gotten plenty of HOA notices over the fucking grass or the shrubs in my mulch about how I can't have dead plants in my mulch. Nobody's ever bothered to mention to me that, hey, you cannot have air conditioning vents in your front window. So I've sat on it a few days because I didn't want to respond immediately with anger. And I'm going to read through the HOA bylaws and figure out where they got me fucked up at, because my actual AC is on the other side of the house, and I'll be damned if I'm sitting in here Monday through Friday in my office burning up. Yeah, we need to stop building neighborhoods with HOAs, but maybe that's a topic for another day. But if y'all keep ranting about it, I will too. All right, what up, Squeeze Batman? Thank you, Ray. HOA, no, yeah. I wouldn't say that they're power trippers. It's just it's a bunch of dumb social politics, right? You build this neighborhood and you elect, because there are elected people, or there's a company that's selected to manage your property, and then there's elected people to represent and balance your budget. But whatever happened to just a fucking neighborhood being a neighborhood? Like, I understand, like, some of the HOA fees go to providing the lifeguards at the pool, maintenance on the parks, but I would 100% rather just pay the city and, let people do whatever the hell they want to do with their house. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, next up, Fragdell, Familiar Patterns. Let's keep it moving.
Told myself I'd let it go, but I rewind your voice like a show. You're a bitch in my routine, the chaos in my call machine. Every time I pull away, you crawl back in the same old way. You're my love, you're just a habit, wrapped in charm and cinematic. I don't need it, but I miss it. Guess I've got a weird condition. You mean to loop, I can't escape the sugar rush I shouldn't take. You burn like ink under my skin, and I just let you sink back in. You're not love, you're just a habit. Sad to touch, but I still grab it. I don't want it, but I get it. Guess I like the way you twist it. Late night, I replay the scene. Fake light on my broken screen. No plot, just the in-between. But you still feel like everything. You're not love, you're just a habit. Not a flame, but I still fan it. I don't need it, but I miss it. Call it what you want, I live it.
All right, that was Fragdell with Familiar Patterns. My bad, Noir. I'll get you next. Just let me know if you wanted me to play that beat as your skip or that track that you posted. Fragdell, great voice. Yeah, I wasn't sure when it first came on if it was like a hook on a beat and then somebody else was going to come in, or if it was actually you. So it's good to hear another singer come into the community. Shout out to women. I think I like this overall. I think the only things that I would criticize on this is really just slight mix things. The vocals are just super present on top of the beat, and I feel like for the atmosphere, it just needs some like ear candy, some sort of reverb to smooth it out, sit it a little bit further into the beat, more crisp. But very good control of your vocal range. Like I said, the layers where you had different harmonies, it was all lined up and queued up perfectly. I like this a lot. I just think it needs some more ear candy, just more smooth instead of being so present and in front of the beat. Curious to hear more of what you got. I would give this a 8. I like it. All right. Next up, Noir track. I don't speak French Noir, so I'm gonna assume that just means play the track. All right, here's another song with Femi Ashola off of his upcoming mixtape. Here's Stop Playing featuring Mike DFG. What up, Gray Baby? Or Bye Gray Baby, whatever. Here's Noir.
You see this little fella here? Oh, he worries. And he's even meaner than I am.
Shorty ain't got shit to lose, stop playing. Shorty knocked the logo off your shoe, stop playing. Dion who? Settle for the 2, stop playing. Must be new, pull up from the zoo, stop playing. Poker face, come look under the ski, stop playing. All these games, you must think I'm Louise, stop playing. It ain't nothing, go on killing spree, stop playing. It ain't nothing, go on killing spree. Knock me off my spot, man, I wish a nigga could. Say they tired of all my wins, need to share some with the hood. I tell my Bonnie I got flowers for her, she gon' bring the woods. I kept it simple for these niggas, still can't get it understood. Making moves with no plans, niggas aimless. Resumes just like these pots and pans, niggas stainless. Pencil like a gun in my hand, nigga dangerous. I'm feeling like how Franco hit a scam, nigga shameless. I can't miss.
Free Palestine, ain't fucking with no Tel Aviv, huh? White chick, Air Force Ones, how we leave on creeds, huh? First team, all Chicago, you can't speak to me, huh? I've been destined for this shit, man, you don't know DFG, huh? Bitch, I said this on my mind, I've been feeling greedy. Wonder how I got this shit like my name's Stevie. Make a play, all my dogs can catch us like a frisbee. Bitch, it's big DFG, nigga, eat your Wheaties. Alligator vest, my bite you just like Dolce. Been a girl from 8 to 24, I feel like Coke. Scar up on my face and in my heart just like I'm Tony. Damn. Said it in a song, man, on front of him, you don't know me. No comparisons, little bitch, I swear I'm 101. I swear to God, it ain't my mission being runner up. He's my ambitions as a rider, man, the West is up. I'm talking right now, I'm fucking the whole city up. Stop playing with me, nigga, hard to stop playing.
Wu-Tang, I'ma need that cream, stop playing.
Got Femi next to DFG, stop playing.
Oh, Windex, call me Mr. Clean, stop playing.
Said sex tricky, how I keep my skis, stop playing.
I ain't checked in a minute, what's the score? 6'2", but I like to keep it short. Bro, a gladiator, he'll do it just for sport. Wasn't used to having paper, I was used to being poor. I was human calculator when I walk into the store. Now I bag it, count it later, anytime a nigga bored. Now my jacket alligator, then I'm dragging to the floor. I don't do the back and forth, just come meet me on the court. Stop playing, treat the lover of your life like a chore. Stop playing, turn gangster when you nerdy at the core. This is not the same family as before. Stop. Stop.
Let it ride out. Is the stream lagging? God damn it, Twitch. Yeah, something's going on with the stream. Twitch has died. YouTube people, are y'all still there? Always something with this shit. Hold on, everybody. I think I lost everybody on Twitch. Hold on. Let me see if this shit's back up. Y'all are back. Thank you for the follow. Squeeze Batman. All right. Twitch people, y'all are back. I see the bit rate is all fucked up again. So if I lose y'all, I haven't gone anywhere. It's not me. I promise. I don't know what's going on with Twitch lately. They're bottlenecking us. They're throttling us. All right, you're Jamal Jr. All right. Noir, Femi, Aishola, Stop Playing. Dope song. I like that Femi, he's a good, you can tell he's polished because he switches up his cadences, his flows throughout the song. I think the feature was solid and fit the track pretty well. The one thing I would say, kind of opposite of the last track that we listened to, is that where his vocal range sits in the spectrum, you probably want to put, I don't know who's mixing this, but they probably want to put the vocals a little bit more in front of the beat, because where his vocal range sits with different melodies and, you know, sounds used in a lot of instrumentation, it could have a tendency to get lost in some of the soundscape. So I would say, like, for a voice like that, where it's more in the higher end, high range, that you would want to like make it a little bit more wet, make it more present on top of the beat, as opposed to, it does sound nice in the mix, but I could definitely hear in like some beats, some situations where it could fall behind and get lost. But I think the song overall is well done, well put together. Dope beat by you. They played perfectly on it. So I will give this 8.5. All right. Jamal Jr. So that was a tip by Noir. So I skipped down to the bottom. We still got a ways to go before we get to your track. So bear with us. I'm going through it as smoothly as I can today. So I'm going from top to bottom. Whenever we get a tip or a gifted sub, then I'll scroll down and grab those. So that was a tip from Noir. So hang tight. We'll get to it. Next up, Wyatt Tone. Which one, chat? We only do one per person unless they tip. Wake up, sip up, pop it, or dividends. I feel like it's a wake up, sip up, pop it type of morning. Anybody agree? Disagree? Yes, no, maybe. Pop it. That's what I'm thinking too. All right. Here is Wyatt Tone. Wake up, sip up, pop it. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe it's just the link. Nope, that track was removed. God damn it. All right. Does this one work? Nope, both of this shit's removed. Oh, sorry, Wyatt. Maybe next time. All right, keep it moving. Next up, Carmenero. This cinematic boom bap beat gonna change your life. Wait. Who said what? If you donated for another song, would I still play the song you have in the queue? Yes. Uh-oh. Noir, you have something else? Noir, what is this tip for? What's going on? What's going on? Let me know. But yes, so normally what we do, free queue or the subscriber queue, one song per person. If you tip, you can either have a second song, or you can ask us to skip to the one song that you have. So just clarify, what is your intention with your tip? Like, or maybe that was just a delayed reaction from PayPal. Yeah, that's why I didn't see it the first time. All right, got Noir's tip. So next up is whatchamacallit that I just said. Where is it? Carmenero. All right. Yeah, I agree. Is this gonna pay my bills? What when you name something like this, I hope it lives up to it. We'll see. All right, here's this cinematic boom bap beat. Boom bap. I don't know if boom bap's gonna change my life. Wait, what happened? Okay, the sound just cuts out, and then it's nothingness for another 3 minutes. Yeah, this has changed my life tremendously, with huge disappointment in that I would never trust another cinematic boom bap beat ever again. All I can say is that the drum pattern had some weird change-ups in it. Let me go back to the first 20 seconds. Hold on. Yeah, that part, like kind of the off tempo stuff. Obviously there's nothing here for me to really listen to the rest of the way through. But it kind of sounded a little bit, I don't know. I don't like the change up to the off tempo pattern that you had in the middle of it. I don't know that this would change my life, but definitely quality check after you export, because you're missing the remaining 3 minutes of whatever it is that you wanted us to listen to. So that said, I don't have much to go on. I just have to give this a 3. Tip from Fallen Dove. What is this tip for? Am I skipping ahead and playing the song that you sent, or is that for an additional song? Let me know. But yeah, I don't know what happened, folks. Person just posted a partially done track. Additional song. All right. Well, then I'll keep it moving. Next up, we have Dirty South, Crocodile. That's a cool name. All right. Let me pull it up on YouTube because Spotify tends to mess up all my screens. Crocodile, I can spell. All right. Here is Dirty South, Crocodile. Cool.
Di Costa Beach, bye bye, non uso mai Nike, mi trovi giù, Dirty South 97 old style, questo è strip rap, roba da Miami Vice, il love col boom bap come chiappe che fanno clap, non rappo per il cash ma la sera nel passato, la squadra è molesta, chiama la vita da Astra, stare avanti first class è sempre bello, tranne se parlo di sesso, torno e ti blocco come una escort, sono in giro con Ale, Gianluca, Fabrizio, la croce, la piazza, il vizio, lo sfizio, Simone, Gabriele e Mauro, in cerca dello scalpo, finiamo Costa doppio, le singa a Monte Carlo, vuoi fare il boss, ti piace il cazzo come spadino, dormo tranquillo, lame e guanti nel comodino, c'erano campane, ci sono le campane, c'erano le troire, ci sono le... Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco, tira il freno a mano, sgommando per tutto il corso, non ti invito a casa, qua giù è tutto sporco, giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco. Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco, tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco, quasi il benvenuto in fondo non è un brutto posto, giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco, sto con Ciccio, Loreto, Michele, seduto in 5 su una C3, atterriamo alla Mascagna, non venire contro perché balli la samba, l'ho fatta troppo grossa, frate accendimi la canna, dopo che l'ho messa a giro ne preparo un'altra. Alligatori per le strade, mangiamo avvoltoi, qua campi cent'anni se ti fai i cazzi tuoi, dirti auto operativi come distributori, è pronta la fossa come amici agricoltori, progetti per il futuro, vogliamo soldi e piccioni,
coglioni, una tipa c'ha 2 bocce, mando già gli affari suoi. Pazzi come la Gisso, come cazzo se te extenso, my friend, palla mocca tutto quanto.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tira il freno a mano, scomando per tutto il corso. Non ti invito a casa, qua giù è tutto sporco. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco. Quasi il benvenuto in fondo non è un brutto posto. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco. Crocodile per le troie. Ho il sorriso smagliante, appena stato sbiancato. Ti sei riempita la bocca perché dentro c'è sborro. Sono di poche parole, per me contano i fatti. Oh che bella la scusa ma non sai dove aggrapparti.
Tra bene e male scelgo il meglio, dandi libano e freddo. Cordindi a letto stretto su un tavolo da biliardo. Non aprire quella porta, in cucina c'è un ghepardo. Ma questo perde il pelo solo tra il mio letto e il bagno. Chiama Tony per lo spliff, in giro sull'Adriatico. Odio tutte queste qui che fanno le finte VIP. Con profilo aperto i gig e il calendario di un meccanico.
Faccio che voglio con il mio fisico.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tira il freno a mano, scomando per tutto il corso. Non ti invito a casa, qua giù è tutto sporco. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
Lo stereotipo a sgasare sono le facce del crocco. Tramonto a lungomare mentre lui impasta nel cocco. Quasi il benvenuto in fondo non è un brutto posto. Giramento alto, cerca il logo del crocco.
Okay, that was Dirty South with Crocodile. I'm not sure what language that was in. Track sounded clean, mix sounded good. I think I can't comment on the rhyming or anything, but that's all I can say is it was a good sounding track. I have no context to go on, so I'll just give it a 7.5. I don't know that I would. It's something that I would listen. I don't know about the replayability. That's all I'll say. Just because I don't know the context of anything, but it seems like a rhyme heavy track, and typically, you know, it depends on the audience. Tagami, more than one track. So here's Shat. All right, I think I get it here. This is okay. I think the only thing that I would suggest in this is maybe turn the main melody loop down a little bit. It's a beat. I don't think that there's anything super obviously negative I would say about it. It's a beat. I wouldn't say it's like the most like appealing and like super ear catching beat, but I think that it's a consistent production. I would just maybe turn down the main melody a little bit, not a lot, probably like 1.5 decibels, just so that it isn't so overpowering in those moments where you don't have that vocal sampling playing. Maybe like alternate it whenever the vocals are playing, leave it where it's at, but whenever the vocals are dropped out, maybe lower it down just slightly, just a tad bit. It might be noticeable to some listeners, but I think it'll help create some space for artists to get on there. I give it a 6.5. Like I said, I think the only detracting thing about this is it's not like just super out of the box catchy, but I think it's consistent and solid. So cool stuff. Did the tides shift? I don't know. Every day's a new day. Every day's a new day. It's different around here. Some days we have a whole bunch of producers dropping off stuff. Other days we have a bunch of artists dropping off stuff. Some days we have Noir versus Kenny going back and forth with their beats. So it could be different every day. So far, I think we've had mostly producers though. And here's another one. Jojo Chin. Soul Tide Beats, Party Next Door, Bryson Tiller. Okay. R&B. Let's see what's Redemption. Those like the little bird screeching, those sounds are way too loud. Way too loud. I think everything else is fine. I just don't like the sound effects because they're obnoxiously loud. They're overpowering your actual beat. I think the vibe of the beat is cool. Everything else is mixed okay. Just be careful with those one shots, those stabs that you have coming in at those different intervals. I'd also give this a 6.5. It's not just something super catchy to the ears. It would have to be something that somebody listens to and they're in the mood for this kind of soundscape that you've created. I wouldn't necessarily attribute this to like a Party Next Door Bryson Tiller feel, but you know, I understand the name of the game, tags. Hey yo, what up, Tatman? Thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. With that said, you now have access to, if you're in our Discord, the subscriber feedback channel as well. So we do subscribers on Wednesday, which is subscribers on Twitch and the Discord, but members on YouTube. Also, there is a whole subscriber section here. You get a merch discount. There's a subscriber chat with me and the rest of the White Collar Rhymes crew, yada, 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 yada. But thank you. Appreciate the support. And if you got something in the queue, let me check real quick. We can play that next. Yeah, you've been the only YouTube member up until today, actually. Hold on, did this thing work? I gotta fix that. All right, but regardless, Tatman, if you have something in the queue, let me know what your Discord name is and we can play that next. Otherwise, if you drop something in there, I'll play it. Or you can drop something in the Wednesday queue if you don't have anything ready today, but appreciate you. I'm going to do, let's see. I'll do a couple more and then I'll close down the queue. That should put us at the top of the hour. You posted If You Ask Me. Okay, hold on. Got it. I see it. Boom. All right. Here's Tatman to the Rescue. That's an interesting name. Is that the Superman logo with a T? All right. All right. If you ask me, your boy Peasy. Welcome to the community. I guess I should introduce the community. So White Collar Rhymes is a conglomerate of artists, producers, engineers with the main purpose is showing people like, I know there's a lot of music communities out there, but I think a lot of people forget that people have like day jobs, life shit going on and all the other stuff. So like our main purpose is to show that you can still do your thing with music and also still be creative. So that's really the goal. We got almost 3,000 people in our community. It's been growing over the last 3-4 years. Right now we're doing a song league. You can check that out. Listen to some of the stuff created in the song league. Different criteria every couple weeks that the artists have to come up with a new song and compete to be the best. So a lot of things to do in the community, but we do the stream every Sunday where we listen to the free submissions from people in the Discord, and then Wednesdays is reserved for subscribers. We usually just have a Wednesday show, and it was like 6 hours long, and just trying to make sure people can find their stuff in a reasonable hour. But yeah, yada, yada, yada. All that said, let's listen to your track, If You Ask Me.
If you ask me, I'm just trying to kick it with my girl in the backseat. If you ask me, man, hold on, let me start this over. Me and Produce making hits in December, even though I get real moody by the time it hits November. Wasn't really made for the winter, but I'm locked in year round, I'm a slave for the dinner. Honestly, I just needed time, took a step back. I've been in the gym and I'm working on my step back. Had to get a grip on the shit, brought my wrist straps. We ain't even on the same page, it's a mismatch. Nowadays, I don't even question the vision. I accepted all my choices, I made the decision. Now I'm trying to see uncharted territory, start a new story. Nowadays, think I'm on my favorite mission. If you ask me, really I'm just living, ain't no reason to be bitching about the cards I was given. Even though I'm expecting that real soon, I'll see dividends. Money growing slow, but as long as it ain't withering, I'm good though. If you ask me, I'm just trying to kick it with my girl in the backseat. If you ask me, all that time that you spending really hating kinda tacky. If you ask me, I need more life, I don't got time for that fake shit. Rather live my life than to chase it. Y'all crashing out, don't know how to pace it. If you ask me, I don't need opinions, baby, I'ma need some top show. You're spinning my corner and I promise that shit don't help. Peeking back in high school, tell me how your taste never changed like some dry food. It's all good though, said I'd be here, thought you should know. If you ask me, it's all a show. You ain't happy, so what you here for, don't understand it. Really wonder if you give a fuck about me sometimes. How you been around since your beat was singing one time? Some of y'all would blame me dry until I'm on my last time. Tell you how I feel, I swear to God, it's the last time. Unless you're going for too long, yeah, I know that's where I messed up. I think it's time to fess up, yo. If you ask me, y'all writing like some bad tea, scored way too long. I'm just throwing out the bad beef is nasty. If you ask me, I'm just trying to kick it with my girl in the backseat. If you ask me, all that time that you spending really hating kinda tacky. If you ask me, I need more life, I don't got time for that fake shit. Rather live my life than to chase it. Y'all crashing out, don't know how to pace it. If you ask me.
All right, that is the artist name your boy Peasy or go by Tatman to the Rescue? Which one is it? Hold on, let me check on these Twitch people because I guess Twitch died about 10 minutes ago. All right, you said you produce and engineer your partner on the vocals. I think this was a solid track, especially not hearing anything before. I think the delivery was in the right pocket and everything. It does sound a bit breathy as far as the mix on the vocals. Like there's a lot of, I can hear the wind in the voice, and I would say you can smooth that out, but also given where the vocal range is falling, maybe like slightly drop out a little bit of the low end EQ in the vocals just to kind of give it, not necessarily to thin it out too much, because I think the vocals on it are already kind of sharp, but I would say it would give it a little bit more presence on top of the beat. So your boy PC, that's him. Okay, you're the producer and engineer. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a good track. I have no issues with the track. I think it's well performed. I think it's well arranged. Good personality and everything. Out of the gate, not knowing any background, I'll give this a 7.5. Yeah, great introduction. Let's see. Sleek Ivory's typing. Where are the Twitch people? Twitch people, are y'all alive? I think I lost all of Twitch. Hold on, YouTube. If there's anybody who's watching on Twitch, say something in the chat. I might need to restart. Let's see if this thing is running. Nope, it's offline. All right, hold on, guys. Nope, it's back. I don't know what Twitch is doing to us lately. I'm going to keep it going. All right. Jamal, hang tight. That was a tip. Had to skip ahead. We're getting there. I promise. Next up is Cyclone, I believe. After Cyclone, I'm closing down the queue, and then we're just going top to bottom. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Found the song in my files. Forgot I even made it. Like some feedback made a few months ago. All right. Here's Cyclone with Messed Up, version 3.
I just can't be looking myself down. I just can't be walking off of the ground. I just wanna go sit down and cry. I admit I have done mistakes in the past. Gotta get me up, got me messed up. Everyone got me messed up. Just gotta let go of this place. Everyone got me messed up. Feels a bit depressed in my life, in the clothes, in the keys. So they gotta get you work, all their vices, all their sins. So they gotta go berserk. They keep saying fuck a cause of greed. No, nothing's guaranteed. No handouts, no food, no clothes. Just gotta keep pushing the money ways and go green. No bitch, no hoe, no blow. Looks like you just getting played from me in between. Gotta go lift up myself in the days. Everyone calling me to congratulate. Nah, they just say hooray and feed all the play. One day they'll be lost and get bitten. I just can't be looking myself down. I just can't be walking off on the ground. I just wanna go sit down and cry. I admit I have done mistakes in the past. Gotta get me up, got me messed up. Everyone got me messed up. Just gotta let go of this place. Everyone got me messed up. Feels a bit depressed in my life.
All right, that was Cyclone with Messed Up. I feel like you're eating the microphone again. It either feels like you're just way too close to the microphone, or you're it's too much muffledness in the vocals. So I think part of that is just proximity to the mic. The other part of that is that you could EQ out some of the low end so it doesn't sound as super muffled or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of like the flow of this. It feels like it drags on because there's no change in the flow and the delivery. I understand that you continue to want to harmonize and sing in this manner, but there's also like different things that you can do singing wise to control the pace. Like I think that if you're gonna do harmonization, you should also understand like the flow and the cadences of like changing and balancing that with the instrumentation that's going on. It's just, it all feels like it's going through molasses, and it's slow and at the same pace. So I would highly suggest more variety in how you actually deliver your lyrics, because the execution can go a long way to making people like really get into the track versus feeling like they're dragging through it. And I feel like this one kind of drags on. I'd give it a 5. What up, Sonny? I don't know what's happening with Twitch. It's been doing this for a couple weeks now where it'll work and then it just dies, and then I don't know. I feel like it's killing the vibes. However, there's a lot of people on YouTube, so is there anybody else? Hold on, let me think about this. Anybody else on the Twitch side? I see there's 2 people over there. I guess everybody switched over to YouTube. Fuck it. Let me do something real quick. Let me reboot the stream real quick. Let's see. Remove this intro. All right, everybody hang tight. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to restart the stream.